Okay, so hello everyone. I am really glad that you guys got on here tonight. We are going to be doing new ambassador training. I think it's been a couple months since we have done one of these, so it's way overdue. I am going to be going really fast, kind of like boot camp style, because I have a lot of info to cover. So take notes. If you don't have paper and pencil, go ahead and grab it. And if you miss anything, I'm going to be posting the recording on my team page, so you guys can always go back and watch it. Don't stress. And this might be a little long, but there's a lot to cover. It's going to be worth it, okay? So first, if you are on here or watching this and you are new, I want to welcome you to our team. Many of you here are new. You maybe join just to get the discount on the products, or maybe a lot of friends who could really benefit from taking the products, and so you want to give the business a go. But either way, this call is for you, okay? I am going to go ahead and switch over to the PowerPoint that I have. Hang on just a second. Let me get this switched so you guys can see what I see. Okay, let me get this. Sorry, I'm still learning how to get all these situated on my screen, looking at many screens at once. Okay, so first I want to just share a little bit about the history of the company, okay, because many people don't know how it got started. So Plexus actually started as a breast health company. So they started in 2005, and they started with something called the Breast Check Kit, which is what we still have. And the Breast Check Kit is something that is intended to be used at home when you're doing your self-exam. And it's something you just place over the breast and you do your exam, and it gives you sensory magnification touch to where you can actually detect a lump the size of a grain of salt. So it's really, really cool. I have one of these. They also had Dr. Spencer's body cream, or no, Dr. Spencer's breast cream. Sorry, I wrote it down wrong. But this is the same thing that we have now. That's our body cream. And the main thing in this is spirulina algae, and spirulina algae is a really, really good natural detoxifier. So people who are going through chemo and radiation and all of that, this is something that they could use to kind of help pull toxins out of their skin. But people started using this and realizing that it helped with so many other things. It's good for your face, for your hair, for eczema, rosacea, psoriasis, all these things. And men were using it. And so obviously men didn't want to be putting breast cream on themselves. So that's when they changed it to the body cream, and that's the name that it has now. And then in 2009, they came out with the Slim, and shortly after the Accelerator. And we all know Slim, our little pink drink, is now our staple product. So this is just kind of a little overview of how it got started. The company is also located in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where headquarters is. So now I'm going to start going over the slides that I have. And first, I just want to kind of do a little product overview, because especially for newbies, you guys sometimes don't know all the products and what they do. So I just want to talk about that a little bit. So first is the Slim, or pink drink. This helps to regulate your blood sugar, your blood pressure, cholesterol, triglycerides. It helps to curb your appetite. It gives you sustained natural energy. It was originally designed for people with diabetes. So if you know anybody out there that's a diabetic or who needs a little help with their blood sugar, which we all need help with our blood sugar, Slim is going to be the absolute best for them. So make sure you take it every day. I try to never go a day without this. It's super important. The next product on there is the ProBio 5, and the ProBio 5 is going to focus on your gut health, okay? So what do I mean by gut health? 80% of our immune system resides in our gut, okay? So we have something called our GALT, which is behind our small intestine. And GALT stands for gut-associated lymphatic tissue, okay? And this is where all of our immature immune cells are developing. And that means if your gut is compromised, your immune system is going to be compromised as well, okay? So this is why our ProBio 5 is so important. You can Google gut health and migraines. You can Google gut health and allergies, gut health and anxiety, gut health and depression. You can Google all this stuff, and you're going to find all kinds of articles talking about. I mean, just Google gut health and any health issue that somebody or yourself struggles with, and you're going to find tons of stuff talking about it. So I do recommend you do that because it's going to help you learn about it. So the Probio 5, this is going to be the little guy that just kind of goes into your gut and it kind of like scrubs out all the nastiness that's in there, okay? We all have a fungus in our gut called Candida, and the overgrowth of it is what causes so many health issues. It's a yeast, it's a fungus, and it's actually a burrowing organism. So it will start burrowing into your intestines, and it turns your gut, which is supposed to be the steel trap of your body, into a screen door. So undigested food and toxins and waste, all this stuff that's supposed to stay in your gut can now escape into your bloodstream, okay? So the reason Probio 5 is different from normal probiotics, which I hear all the time from people, I don't need your Plexus probiotic, I'm already on one. If somebody tells me that, I tell them, throw it away. I promise this is going to work a lot better. The reason that the Probio 5 is different from normal probiotics is normal ones are full of good bacteria, and their purpose is to replenish the bacteria that was killed off in your gut. This is great, but it's not addressing the real issue, which is the yeast in your gut. Okay, so the problem with this yeast is that it has a hard shell around it, which cannot be penetrated by a bacteria. So you first have to have enzymes in your probiotic that dissolve the shell that's on the yeast. And the Probio 5 actually has a patented enzyme blend. So it's super important to have this. And then you have to have a good yeast, because a good bacteria kills a bad bacteria and a good yeast kills a bad yeast. So the 5th strain of probiotics that the Probio 5 uses is actually a probiotic yeast, okay? So it's a good yeast that will kill off a large portion of the Candida yeast that's in your gut. And then the Probio actually goes one step further, and it also has an added antifungal, which is grapeseed extract. So this is just going to help further get your gut balanced, okay? Next, we have the BioCleanse, and a lot of people I feel like are scared of this because of the word cleanse, but don't let it scare you. This is actually a mild cleanse, and this is going to go into your gut, and all the stuff that the Probio 5 is killing off, this is going to help to remove it from your system, okay? So it's also going to give you a little extra burst of energy. It's mostly a magnesium supplement, and I think the statistic is 80% of people in our country are magnesium deficient. And this is really bad because magnesium is responsible for over 400 cellular functions. So taking a magnesium supplement is very important. So you're going to sleep better, you're going to be energized, and you're going to be regular in the bathroom, which is a big issue for many people, although a lot of us don't talk about that. So next is the X Factor, and this is a multivitamin with a patented aloe blend. So aloe is super important because it helps your body absorb 300 to 400% more of the nutrients that you take. So it actually makes them more bioavailable. And most people, we get our multivitamins from a grocery store. But whenever you get those multivitamins, your body has a really hard time absorbing the nutrients that are in them. And so you actually end up peeing out most of it because of your body not being able to absorb it. So the aloe and the X Factor prevents that. You're actually absorbing all of those nutrients that you're taking. And it's also fully methylated, which means that instead of having synthetic folic acid, like most vitamins have, we have the natural form folate. And this is a really big deal, especially for, all the stuff around the MTHFR mutation that most people have, and it causes a lot of issues in your body where you cannot use this synthetic form. And especially pregnant women and nursing moms, this is really, really important. So you can go out and do some research on that. The New Zealand blackcurrant is also a very important ingredient in it that just really helps to set this vitamin apart. It's not only a powerful antioxidant, which is important because we all have free radicals in our body, and free radicals bounce around and hit your cells and start damaging them, and mutated and damaged cells are what turn into cancer cells. So antioxidants are super important, but it's also a natural iron source. And This form of iron seems to be working a lot better for people, especially when it's combined with that aloe and just the way your body's able to absorb it. So people who have iron deficiency, this is really, really important for them to be on, okay? It's just a really good multivitamin. And we also have the family version in chewables, and my kids love them. It's the same formula. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the aloe in it, but that's just because it's a chewable, but it does still have the New Zealand blackcurrant in it. Okay, so next we have Block. Block does just what the name says it does. It blocks up to 48% of carbs and sugars in your body, okay? So this does not mean that you can still eat donuts all day and have ice cream. This is good if you're just having that occasional meal that has tons of starches and sugars, okay? The way that this works is you actually have an enzyme in your body that whenever you eat things with carbs and sugar, it kind of like chomps through them and it stores them as fat in your body. And so this slows down that enzyme so that up to 48% of that stuff that you eat can actually pass through your body instead of being stored. So it's awesome. I love the Block, especially the new formula that we have where you don't have to wait 30 minutes before eating. So it's a really, really good one if weight loss is your goal as well. Next on here, we have Mega X. This is our plant-based omega vitamin. This has the omegas 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7. This is the only omega in the world right now that has all of the omegas and is plant-based. So we are very lucky to have it. I love the Mega X. Omegas, they're really good for your heart and your brain health. They can help improve stress, anxiety. You can sleep better. I take mine at night with my ProBio 5, and because it is plant-based, you will not have the fishy burps, which I hate. So that is awesome. Okay. So next, we have the Plexus Ease. So this is our natural pain line, and guys, this is incredible. A little bit about my husband and I. My husband, when we started this, had severe hip pain to the point where he literally, he couldn't stand on his hip for more than 60 seconds without having to like lean to get off of his hip. And he was taking pain medication like it was candy, Tylenol, ibuprofen all day long. He was about to have to go see a doctor to increase to something stronger. And when I started with Plexus, I thought this would be a great thing for us to try, just, because we're skeptics and we wanted to see if it even worked. And we started him on it, and within 10 days, he was completely out of pain. So he stayed on it for about 4 months. He was out of pain the entire time. He finally went and got his hip checked out, and 4 days later, he was in surgery because he had a shredded labrum, which is kind of like the lining of your hip socket. He had early onset arthritis, so they had to cut a lot of dead cartilage out of his hip socket. And then he also had a birth defect to where his femur, the top of it, instead of being round, had a hump on it. So they had to do this huge incision and literally pull his femur out of his leg, cut off the top of the bone, and reshape it before they put it back in. Crazy, nasty, horrible stuff. But he had all that going on, and he did not even feel it. So, the Ease line is really, really awesome, you guys, okay? I absolutely love it. Okay, so the next thing that we have here is the body cream. So this is the one that I talked about before that used to be the Dr. Spencer's breast cream. I use it on my face every single day as a moisturizer. And recently, I guess a couple months ago, 6 months ago or so, somebody discovered that if you wash your hair and then you put it on damp hair and blow dry it, it's amazing. It makes your hair super soft, so I do that as well. It has activated charcoal in it, which is actually what they used to use for people who had severe burns. So this is really, really good for sunburns. I use it on my kids all the time. I've also used it on my stretch marks, and it has helped tons. So for all you mamas out there with stretch marks, this is super, super good for that. So next we have the Plexus P96, and this is our protein shake. It's really convenient because it comes in little individual packs. And so I just like throw one in my purse with a little sealed bottle of coconut milk and my shaker. And then if I'm out and about and I don't want to have to, resort to fast food, I'll do this instead. I actually end up having like one of these a day because I just love them so much. And they have 20 vitamins and minerals in them. They are only 96 calories, like the name, and they come in chocolate and vanilla. And I'm not normally a vanilla shake person, but I actually like this one. So that's saying something right there. And about a year ago, a lot of people discovered that if you mix the P96 with coconut milk and Slim and put your Slim in it in the morning and maybe some berries if you want, it's a really powerful fat burner because the coconut milk is a thermogenic, and so it helps to heat up your fat cells. So I love that combo as well. So next we have the Boost and Accelerator. So these are part of our weight loss line, okay? They do have stimulants in them. It's natural caffeine, so they're not recommended for nursing or pregnant moms. The difference in these two, Boost is a thermogenic, and so that means it's going to heat up your fat cells. So this is really, really good for like a pre-workout, something that you can take. And when you heat up your body during a workout, this is going to help you to burn off even more fat cells, okay? It's also going to give you that pre-workout energy boost. So another thing I love about Boost is it has a really strong appetite suppressant. So I've noticed all of that from it. Now, Accelerator, even though Boost is awesome, Accelerator I kind of prefer just because of the mood enhancement properties in it. It's also designed to increase your metabolism. So I prefer it over Boost because it has something in it called 5-HTP, which naturally raises your serotonin levels. And serotonin is responsible for mood, sleep, and appetite. And so I notice it helps me with all of that. I do want to say, if you are on anxiety or depression medication that also affects serotonin levels, then you need to check before taking this because you can get your serotonin too high and you definitely don't want to do that. But I kind of call this like my patience pill with my kiddos and my husband. So they love me taking it as well. Let me tell you that. So if you're somebody who like deals with anxiety or stress, then this would be good for you. If you're somebody that loves working out and really wants the energy in your workout and really wants to burn fat, then Boost is for you. I never recommend either of these without the triplex though, okay? So always take your triplex and then you can add one of these onto it. You never take both of them though, it's one or the other. You cannot have both. So next we have the Plexus Nerve. So this is a patented product as well. It's one of a kind. It's actually the only product in the world right now that can regenerate damaged nerves, which is crazy. This is really, really good for anybody with nerve damage. Neuropathy is a common side effect for people with diabetes. And, obviously the Slim is really good for diabetes. So this product really complements that. And, if you just know anybody who's had surgery with crazy nerve damage, then it would be great for them as well. Okay. So this is kind of the products. We do have the new Edge product, which was not on this slideshow, but I'm loving it. I know that there tend to be like 30%, not so much, not liking it so much, 70% absolutely loving it. I'm definitely one of the loving it. My house, y'all know, I've been posting about it like crazy. My house has never been so clean. It's awesome. So if you haven't tried it, try it, see what you think. I really enjoy it. So next, we're going to kind of go into managing expectations for people, okay? And what I mean by that is most people get on Plexus and they think within 2 days they're going to have this like amazing supermodel body, okay? No, that's not what Plexus is. You will get there if you work for it, absolutely, okay? But Plexus, it's not a diet. It's going to burn fat, but not muscle. And Plexus really works to just heal you from the inside out, okay? So that's why taking that ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse are super important. And, I can't tell you how many times in the, I guess, going on 3 years now that I've been doing this, that people tell me the only way to lose weight is to eat less and exercise more. But there is a lot more to it, okay? So your hormones, your metabolism, we have gut health. If you have health conditions and you're on medication, your energy levels, sugar addictions, all of that plays a role in your success. And if you don't address all these issues and treat your body as a whole, then you're not going to have the success that you want. So these are all things that the triplex work on. So it's really, really important to be on that triplex combo. And it really is going to make sure that your insides look good so that your outside can reflect that, okay? So this doesn't mean that you can take your Plexus and eat whatever you want, like, pizza and hot dogs and burgers all the time. If that's the only thing in your diet, you're not going to have the weight loss success that you might want with this, okay? These are supplements, guys. They're just a tool. That's it. So don't try to make them into a magic pill, okay? But it is a tool that's going to help you get to where you want. So when we do our part, then they're going to do their part. So as they start helping you with your cravings, and as your cravings are changing, start planning ahead and make better food choices. Use that extra energy that you have to start moving and start trying to fit exercise into your routine. People do have amazing weight loss results with this, but you have to be conscious of the decisions that you're making, okay? Drink your water, try to eat a little healthier if food is your issue. That's really going to help, okay? So you're going to feel amazing. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have better sleep, and you really need to be consistent with your products. Water is super, super important with this. I shoot personally for 100 ounces of water every day. And I notice a big difference in the days where I do get my water in and the days that I don't, okay? So another big thing, staying in contact with your sponsor. This is very important because they are going to be the ones that help you customize these products and getting them working the best for you. So you might be taking your ProBio 5 and your BioCleanse at different times than the way I'm taking them. You might be taking yours during the day. You might need more than I need. You might need less than I need. So we're all so different. Our bodies all function differently and have different issues going on. And the beauty of these products is they are super customizable. So please let your sponsor know what's going on so that they can help you, get all these products working best for you. So detox or die-off, whatever you want to call it, it's real, okay? So if you're brand new, it's real. It can be different for everybody. Detox is not something that is specific to Plexus products, okay? If you do a juice cleanse or, if you're drinking detoxifying drinks, it can happen doing those as well because you're cleaning toxins out of your system. So when you take the Plexus products, not only are you doing that, but you are also targeting that yeast, okay? And the yeast can cause a detox as well as you're killing it off. It stinks, but it's necessary. So for me, when I started all this, I had headaches. I was nauseous. I was very, very tired in the afternoon. I craved weird things. I was bloated. I actually, my first couple of weeks, thought I was having like a crazy reaction to the products, and I actually considered stopping them. Thankfully, I did not, because all the good stuff came when I got through detox, okay? I could not imagine still feeling the way that I used to feel. So all that being said, if you experience detox symptoms, do not be discouraged and do not quit. Just really push your water and it will go away, okay? So now we are going to go to the business side a little bit, and I'm going to share some tips to success. So when you join, the very first thing that you should do is make your Franks list, okay? So this is a list of all the people that you know in your life. So the acronym FRANK stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kid connections, and then I always think S is spousal connections, but this one has service organizations, which I love as well because it opens up a whole new network of people. But guys, this is just the people in your life. So your family members, your close friends, your neighbors, your nail lady, your mailman, your doctors, just your kids' friends, if you're serving in community things, the people there, people at church, just think of all the people that you know and put them down on a list, because this list is really going to help you know who in your life you need to reach out to about this. And let me tell you now, do not prejudge people. One of the biggest things that I did in the beginning that I felt like it was a mistake is, I thought that these products were all about weight loss. So if I had my little skinny mini friend, I didn't think she needed these. I thought, oh, she's healthy. She doesn't need this stuff. And I ended up finding out later, my little skinny mini friends still had autoimmune disorders, still got migraines, still dealt with anxiety, had no energy. One of my friends had insomnia. And so I delayed sharing with them because I thought that they didn't need it. At some point, guys, everybody's going to need these products. You take supplements now or you're on medication later. So we're just all exposed to processed foods and chemicals and all kinds of stuff that just messes with our body. So make this list. Do not prejudge people. Even my kids are on these products, guys. So everybody needs it, okay? And my middle school friends that I had not talked to in a long time, they became my first customers. I was shocked. I think it was 3 middle school friends became my first customers. So just think of that whenever you're writing your list out. Okay, so the next one. So how to talk about the business. First and foremost, be a product of the product. I know that's not the first one, but I feel like it's the most important. This is so necessary. You cannot sell something if you don't know how it works, okay? You can't say that you're sleeping better if you're not taking the ProBio 5. We are a product of the product. We take them every day. We know what they do. That does not mean that you have to know the details behind every single ingredient in every single product. Of course not. But that does mean that you at least need to know that these are helping people, okay? So take your products consistently. Share, do not sell. We are not salespeople. So if you feel like you're not going to be successful because you're not a salesperson, guess what? Neither am I, okay? And I have been successful with this, and you can be as well. We really focus on making relationships with people. This is a relationship business. It really is. And we don't walk up to people in the grocery store and say like, hey, do you want some Plexus? Because it's not going to work. Focus on relationships, make new friends and develop new relationships, and then just share with them the amazing opportunity that you have. Remember, our friends are people, okay? They're not numbers to us, they're people. And that was my biggest thing with this that I told my cousin. I saw a vision with the company because I had accidentally made a paycheck, and I told her my biggest thing is I never wanted my friends to feel like a paycheck to me. I wanted my friendships to come first and foremost, and I have been able to do that with this business. So focus on the relationship and the rest will come naturally, okay? So working your business, a lot of people think that, you sign up and bam, you're rich, okay? No, this is a business. Yes, you can have time freedom. You can work your business part-time, but you can't just work it sometimes, okay? You can't just post on your Facebook feed once a week and expect crazy things to happen. So consistency is very important. I absolutely recommend that you guys post at least one Plexus post and one personal post every single day. If you only have 5 minutes to work your business that day, then let your posting be it, okay? Do not spam your friends with Plexus all day, every day, so don't go Plexus crazy. They're still your friends, and they want to know what's going on with you other than Plexus, okay? So next, educate your ambassadors. Duplication is key. You are listening to this training call right now, and you need to get your new people listening to it as well, okay? It's a lot of info, I know, but it's a really good start. Follow-up is key. Keep in touch with your customers and new ambassadors. You don't want to sign up a new person and then have them not order the next month because they never heard from you. So they trust you and they want to hear from you. So check in on them regularly. I recommend at least once a week to see how they're doing. Make sure they're getting their water in, okay? And do not give up. I feel like the biggest struggle that most people have in this is we compare ourselves to others. Don't do that. This is your Plexus journey, okay? It's not your neighbors. It's not your friends. You work your business. You take care of yourself. You reach out to your people. You take care of your team. Everything's in God's timing anyway, so just worry about you. Don't let what somebody else is doing or the success that they're having steal your joy and make you quit, okay? So don't give up. Okay, let me get to the next slide. Okay, the Plexus Shield of Confidence. So I really love this one. Plexus came out with this in January at our Super Saturday that we all went to. And it's really awesome because people are always super skeptical about things like this. It's natural. There's a lot of network marketing companies out there, and people love to compare Plexus to them. So if somebody comes to you and says, hey, how is Plexus different from, XYZ company? It does not matter. Do not waste your time researching the other company, their ingredients, or, any of that, because we have a shield of confidence that we can use. So your answer to that would be, well, I don't know much about that, but what I do know is Plexus has a 60-day money-back guarantee. There is scientific evidence behind the ingredients in every single Plexus product. There are thousands of testimonies from real people, and Plexus does not pay people to represent them because we don't need that. We have real people with real results, and the phenomenal growth that the company has had in the last 2 years has been amazing. So, why would it be growing so fast if the products didn't work? So that's all you need to know, guys. And I have this all written out. Don't feel like you have to memorize that. But the 60-day money-back guarantee, the scientific evidence, online testimonies, and huge company growth is all you need. And I do recommend knowing your story and 2 other people's stories, okay? So, for example, this is what my story would be. I would say, Plexus has helped me tremendously with my stomach issues. I mean, my mood, my energy, I sleep better, my hormones aren't out of control anymore, and I've lost weight. My husband loves that I'm also a more patient mom and a more patient wife. It's also really helped my friend Sarah with her eczema and her skin sensitivities. And guys, she has lost a bunch of weight and she looks beautiful. Like, she just has energy all the time. And my friend BB's dad, he is now considered a reversed diabetic because Plexus has helped him so much that he no longer has to take insulin and he is feeling fantastic. So I just tell them my story and the story of 2 other people that I personally know, because these are real people that have real testimonies, okay? And all of this is on the shield right here on this visual. So you don't have to worry about those other companies, okay? You're going to have people tell you it's a scam, whatever they say. So just whip out your Plexus Shield of Confidence and you don't have to worry about that, okay? Okay. So next, making your first Plexus post. So I don't know if we have anybody in here or who may watch the recording of this that has not made theirs, but you guys need to be excited about this, okay? You get your products in the mail, and I know a lot of people kind of want to wait until they have this huge testimony that they've lost like 75 pounds and they look amazing, whatever. Yes, that's going to be great when it happens, but I don't recommend that you wait for that, okay? People are nosy. They want to know what you're doing, and they're going to want to do it with you. And what better thing than like getting these products in their hands and having them start this with you. So, a great way to do this is to, whenever you get your products in the mail, take a selfie with them and then do a post and just say, guys, I am super excited. I'm about to start this Plexus stuff. This is my first pink drink. And then since you don't have your story yet, you can go ahead and share your uplines. So for example, mine that you would share would be, my friend Kendall's been taking it for a while, and it's helped her a lot with her stomach issues. It's helped with her mood, her energy. She's lost weight. Her hormones are balanced. She looks amazing. So I am really excited to do this with her. Who wants to do it with me? That's all you have to say. People want to be a part of this journey. Don't do it by yourself. Bring your friends along with you. So I do encourage you guys, take that selfie on your very first day, okay? And whenever you do this post, you can explain why you chose Plexus if you want, and maybe be a little vulnerable with it. You can say something like, I was feeling tired all the time and I wasn't really in a good mood. I didn't sleep well and I just haven't felt like myself in a while. So I'm going to give this Plexus stuff a try and I am really excited about it. And then, okay, once you do your first post, this is the most important part, this next part. Anytime somebody comments on your post or even likes it, I want you to instantly put them into a group message chat with your sponsor, okay? Don't think about it, just do it. If your sponsor is not working the business, then go ahead and put me in a message chat with them. I do not mind. And the way that you open this message chat, you just say, like, hey, Krista, thanks so much for, liking my post or commenting my post if that's what they did. I wanted to start this group message chat because I'm still really new to all of this. I'm still learning about the products, but my friend Kendall has done a lot of research on them. I would love for you to hear her story and, have her help answer any questions that you may have about them. Kendall, would you mind sharing your story? And that's how you open these group message chats, okay? This just kind of gives third-party validation. This is so we can help you answer questions. This makes it not scary, guys, okay? And we love sharing our testimonies. We love helping you learn how we talk to people. So these three-way message chats are super, super important after that first post. So just remember, make this a story, this first post. Don't make it a sales post, okay? I was guilty of this in the beginning. So you guys see this little graphic or this little picture down here where it says, I love my Plexus energy. This is really cute, but if you see that when you're scrolling through Facebook, you're going to scroll right past it. But if a friend sees a picture of you holding up your little pink drink, then, and you're being vulnerable with your message and sharing why you're starting this, then they're gonna read that. So, they're gonna see this girl's being real, and they're gonna want to be a part of that. So, please stay away from putting on your post that, ask me how, or call me or message me, or watch me or join me now, any of those little catchphrases, because they're cute, but it's salesy. And we don't recommend it, okay? Vulnerability is a lot better. So just kind of push yourself to be a little vulnerable. Okay, let me go on to the next one. Okay, Facebook marketing. So be persistent and consistent. Do not post your website on there. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, it's not allowed. It breaks Facebook rules, okay? So don't do it. Second of all, even if people are not liking or commenting on your posts, they are watching you, okay? So they're going to see your website if you post it. They're going to go to it, and they're going to see prices, and they'll get scared, okay? So you want to talk to these people first. You want to find out what they have going on and talk to them about the product so that they see the value of what you're sharing and why it's worth the investment. So you also want to be able to talk to them about, there's different product options, there's different pricing options, and you want to be able to tell them how they can get their products for free. So if somebody asks about it, then just comment that you'll send them a message and then private message them about it, okay? But do not post your website. And then, like I was telling you, post strategically. Do not spam your friends. Don't post about Plexus all the time. Make sure that you are sharing personal posts. Don't get discouraged. If you need extra likes or comments on your post because you don't see anybody liking or commenting on it, then go to the team pages and let us know. Okay, we're one Plexus, we're a team, we're a family, we love to support each other. So just go on there and say, hey, I did a post, I would really love some support on it. And within like 5 minutes, you're gonna have like 10 likes and 10 comments, okay? Build an interested audience. Okay, questions are really, really good. So remember, people are nosy and they want to give you their opinion on your nail color, on your hair color, your clothes, whatever. So post something like one that I did. I posted a picture of ketchup, okay? And I said, big debate in my house. Do you keep your ketchup in the fridge or in the pantry after it's opened? So I did this and I got almost 100 comments over something about ketchup, okay? I also just recently did one on what's better, iPhone or Android. Like it if you prefer iPhone, and love it for Android. And I'm at almost like 100 likes. Maybe I've passed that. So it's good to get people active on your Facebook posts, because them liking or commenting on a post like this will then make all of your Plexus posts show up in their newsfeed. Remember, if you are doing this ambassador thing, Facebook is your business, okay? So you want to make sure you're interacting with people because you want them to see the stuff that you're sharing about Plexus. And also, guys, remember, be positive. Be excited on your Facebook. We all have bad days, but don't air your dirty laundry on Facebook. Your Facebook is your Plexus business, and you're branding yourself. You are a Plexus ambassador now. And, you guys are going to love it. I promise you. And I know some of you are brand new, but it is going to be awesome. So be positive, be energetic, and, like I said, build a brand on social media. Okay. And then last one on here is do not share posts. Do not click the share button. What I mean by this, use your own words. We all have great posts out there. You are more than welcome to copy something that we say, or, if you follow another ambassador who's great stuff, you are more than welcome to use it. But don't click the share button, because it does not look good, and you are only giving them name recognition. You want your friends to see your name in relation to the stuff that you're sharing. So hold your finger down on it. If you're on your phone, copy the text, put it on your own Facebook page, and I do recommend adding something personal to it. Let them hear your voice in it as well. So do not click the share button. Okay. Next one is compliance. First of all, no prices can be listed anywhere on your personal Facebook wall, even during specials, okay? And then no specials can be listed unless it's a company-wide special. So we do a lot of team specials. I know last month I did a reimbursement for newbies, and that's great, but you cannot post that publicly. You have to private message people that, okay? So the only pricing that you can share, well, the only specials you can share are company ones, and that you are welcome to post as much as you want. And then the only pricing that you can share is the $34.95 annual fee in order to join as wholesale. And then the price of trials, like 3-day trials and 7-day trials, because the price is printed on the front of those packages. So that's totally fine. So if somebody comments on one of your posts and asks, you know, how much is Slim or how much is the triplex, just comment on there and say, hey, I'll message you, and then take that to a private message, okay? And on a side note to this, anytime that somebody messages me and asks me questions like that, my first message to them is not about pricing. I don't just message them with the price. I always say like, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about what you have going on with your health? I just want to make sure that I'm making the right product recommendations for you. Are you on medications? Do you have specific health goals or health issues? And this way I can have a real conversation with them, and I can help them understand the importance of these products before I just throw a price at them, okay? Disclaimers. If you are sharing a business or a health testimony, or like if you're posting a party or a sip and see or, you know, something like that, then please add these disclaimers. The financial one, you guys can read it here. Plexus makes no guarantees or projections of income, as representatives may be misleading. Your success depends on your effort, commitments, skills, and leadership abilities, and how effectively you exercise those qualities. So basically it's just saying, just because you joined Plexus and saw me post a picture of my friend driving away in her new Lexus does not mean that that's going to happen to you. You know, it's up to you how much work you put into it. It's up to your team efforts, you know, whatever. It doesn't just happen. So that's why we have the financial disclaimer. There's testimony disclaimers as well. We just put this here because we don't want to get into trouble. You know, I think somebody joined. I can get back to my screen. Hold on, I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I can mute whoever the newbie is. Hey, somebody's not muting. Sorry. Hang on. Can you guys hear that sound? I don't see who that is. Okay, I'm going to unmute you all and then mute you all. Unmute. Mute. Okay, I think that is fixed. Okay, hang on. Let me go back to our PowerPoint. Okay. Let me get everything back in place. Okay. So we were talking about the testimony disclaimer. So, I mean, we just put these because we don't want to get in trouble, okay? It's a big deal, so please make sure you don't forget about them. So, like, all this being said, like, for me personally, my big testimony is with Plexus helping my IBS, okay? A lot of you know that. I had severe IBS before Plexus, and it's been the only thing that's helped. But I can't go to Facebook and say, you know, hey, if you have IBS, you should take Plexus because it helps. That's obviously not compliant. IBS is a disease, and so I can't claim that Plexus cured it. But what I can say on Facebook that would be compliant is, you know, I used to struggle with so many stomach issues, and I used to be in and out of the hospital because I was just hurting so much, and I had to watch pretty much everything I ate because it might trigger an episode. And since taking Plexus and working on my gut health and balancing my body from the inside out, I no longer struggle with this. You know, I now have so much energy. Psycho mommy is gone because I'm just so much more patient and my mood is stable. And, you know, I just sleep better, and I've lost weight. So I'm really thankful that I've tried them. So even though I didn't mention IBS specifically, people will realize that these products help with stomach issues, energy, sleep, weight loss, and other such things. And I'm staying compliant, okay? So if you have any questions about compliance or how to phrase something in order to stay compliant, then, you know, talk to your upline, talk to me, and we will help you. It's not super confusing. It just takes some getting used to. And if somebody messages you or texts you, then, you know, you can tell them whatever you want in a private message or, you know, in those messages or text. So I can say IBS if it's a private conversation. I just can't put it on my Facebook wall. Okay. Okay. Knowledge is power. Okay, so like this call that right now you're on a training call, and that's a huge thing, guys. Not everybody will set aside time to get on a training call. So I'm really proud of you guys. Depending on who your upline is, they may have their own training call, but our greater teams calls are generally on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central. We have leaders in this company join us every single week, and they share their journeys. They share their top tips on being successful in this company. For example, I haven't told anybody this, but this Sunday night we have Jen Hawkins joining us, and she is going to be leading our team call. She is actually about to be a double diamond, guys, which means that not only has she made it to the top of the company the first time, because diamond is the top level, but she's now done it twice because I'll talk more about this later, but you can actually re-sign up under yourself and do this a second time and build a second team. So, she is also our upline. So my cousin Heather is our direct diamond upline, and Jen is her sponsor. Okay, so do not miss our call this Sunday night. I'm very excited that she's getting on there. So training calls are really important. You get connected to the team, and you see other faces of people who are doing this journey with you. You learn tips and tricks just to help you be successful in this. You get motivated, you get inspired. There's a lot of benefits that come from this. And I know every Sunday night, nobody wants to have to set aside time, especially on a weekend. You're tired, you're with your family. But guys, after those calls, I am so fired up, and I am ready to just attack my week. So I do encourage you guys, even if you don't feel like it, you won't regret it if you do it. Okay, so get on them. Team pages. These are not optional. Okay. Every time you get a new ambassador, regardless of whether they're just joining for the discount or if they want to pursue the business, you need to add them to the team pages. So my team page is the Texas Plexus Sisters and Misters, and my cousin Heather, our diamond upline, hers is Team Plex It Forward. And then whatever page your sponsor has, you just want to make sure to add all your newbies to those pages. So it's not an option. Please add everybody. Everybody deserves to know what's going on, okay? They deserve to know why people are so excited about the Plexus stuff, about the business, and it really is because, guys, it's changing lives. And I can't tell you how many friends I have made in this company just by talking with them about this stuff and growing my team. Like, I have friendships now for people I would never have met if I hadn't decided to do this. So it's been a huge blessing. So if you are looking for something on those team pages, the Files tab has a lot of documents in it, so you can go to that and just browse through those. But also there is a little search magnifying glass on the team page, and if you go to that, you can do a keyword search, okay? So if you're looking for something on the compensation plan or something else, then you can type that in there, and all the posts that have ever been done about that will pull up, and you can see them all. So definitely go to the team pages for information, or you can go to your upline. They're definitely going to be happy to help you. YouTube video. YouTube videos are huge, okay? If you are driving or cooking or doing laundry or, anything, look up some videos on YouTube, stick your earbuds in your ears and listen to them. My favorite people on YouTube right now and these are Plexus people, Sarah Marble, Tara Castaneda, Sonia Dudley, Melissa Eichenhorst, Lori Harrison, Tamara Holloway, Plexus University, and then Rock the Pink with Tim and Michelle Thomas, which, by the way, they are guest speakers on our team call very soon. So I am excited about that. They're very, very popular in Plexus. These are all people that know what they're doing, guys, and they have put out many, many training videos. So utilize those, okay? You can also go to YouTube and search the word Plexus and any specific health issue like, say, migraines, and you're going to find a bunch of video testimonies that people have shared on YouTube, and these are great because you can share them with people that that struggle with that stuff, okay? There's also great opportunity meetings on Facebook. There's live ones all across the country. We do them here in Georgetown where I live once a month, and these are great to invite people to. So get plugged into as many of these as you can. A lot of people share their stories, and it's just really good for your friends to hear what Plexus is doing for people other than just you or your upline or your immediate friends. They're also going to hear about each product in the business a little bit. So Back office, go to your back office and use that. There is a training tab. It's full of tons of information. So learn your back office, okay? It's very, very important. Books. Books have been really huge for me. There are a lot of good books out there that are just going to help you learn how to do network marketing. I knew nothing about it coming in. I'm not somebody who came with network marketing experience. I've had to learn, okay? Books are going to teach you how to reach out to people, how to follow up, how to develop leadership skills. If you don't have time to read, get the Audible app and buy audiobooks. I have 4 kids. I homeschool. My days are crazy busy. So most of my books I listen to on audio because I can do that while I'm driving, while I'm grocery shopping, while I'm folding laundry. I'm trying to make the most of my time. So listening to books, reading books, it really was a game changer for my business. So some examples, GoPro by Eric Worre is a really good one. Rock Your Network Marketing Business, Flip Flop CEO, any book by John Maxwell. I mean, there's tons out there. I can always give you a list. Just let me know if you want to know what book to read. Okay, so going on to the next one. Okay, so you've made your first Plexus post, and now somebody is saying, what is it? Okay, or I want that. We've talked about you putting them into a group message chat with your sponsor. This is really, really important, okay? But here are some things that can just kind of help you when you're talking to people, okay? So remember, all of this is generally going to be in a private message. First, always ask for somebody's health goals, okay, before anything else. So getting them to share why they're looking at this is step 1 to them really feeling like it's kind of worth it, worth the financial investment. So remember, at this point, you've already added your upline to this conversation. So if you forget, your upline will ask that. If they have any concerns, you definitely want to ask this. If they have questions, if they're currently taking any medication. And guys, what all of this is going to do, it's going to build the relationship, okay? You want to see what's going on with them, and they want to feel like you care about the real stuff that they have going on with them, and then you can better recommend products and help them through this and help them reach their goals, okay? Another big thing is to keep a list of people that have asked you about Plexus, okay? People that have liked your post, you want to put them on a list. People that have told you not right now, because that does not mean no, okay? I have had people tell me not right now, and that was like 2 years ago, and I've got one of them who is signing up tomorrow. So sometimes people just take longer. So just remember, when you signed up, how many times did your sponsor have to reach out to you, and how long did it take you before you were ready, okay? It's when people are ready, but follow-up is really key, so keep following up. Whenever we have a special, that's a great reason to follow up. If you find a great testimony that applies to them, send that to them. Follow-up Friday is a great thing to have in mind, just plain Friday being your follow-up day, because it kind of helps you stay organized. Just whatever works best for you, but definitely have a system, because at some point they're going to be ready and you want to be the one sharing with them. You don't want to have forgotten about them and somebody else reaches out and then they go with that person, okay? Okay, so we were just talking about gut issues, and this is a sign that they are going to need Triplex. If they have any of these health issues, okay, autoimmune, chronic pain, allergies, asthma, sugar cravings, IBS, mood disorders, migraines, any of that kind of stuff. I personally recommend Triplex to everybody. And then if they want to add Accelerator, Boost, Mega X, X Factor, any of that stuff, that's awesome. But I personally believe that everyone with a pulse should be on the Triplex. It's really, really necessary. Okay, 3 ways to buy. So this is specifically for you newbies, just so you kind of understand the different ways that the people that you're talking to can buy and kind of which way to guide them in this. So retail, that is a one-time purchase. It's the most expensive route. I never tell anyone to order this way. If somebody is like super skeptical, I guess they can do this route, but I really feel like they're wasting their money. So I honestly don't even tell people about this way. I also believe that people need to be committed to their products for at least 60 days. And when you're talking to somebody and they're ordering, you can ask them for that 60-day commitment up front. Just tell them, like, look, this stuff takes time. Are you willing to give this 2 months? Will you give this 2 months so we can see what it does for you? This is important. Root issues don't change overnight. Sometimes it can take that long to see the benefits, okay? So preferred is the next option. It's a monthly auto shipment. And you do still have the 60-day money-back guarantee. There's no minimum order. You get 10% off right off the bat. And starting your 4th month, you get another 10% off. Okay, so this is definitely going to be the cheapest way for your friend to become a customer. There is no contract. And then also you as the ambassador that has this person ordering from you, you also get a bonus every month for every product that they order in addition to the commission that you're going to earn on this. So for example, if they order the Slim every month, it's an additional $15 on your paycheck. That's on top of the commission that you're going to get just from, the Slim that they ordered. So preferred is definitely, if somebody wants to be a customer, preferred's the way I tell them to go. So then we have wholesale. And wholesale, it's really the option that I feel like is best for everyone. Because, first of all, it's going to be the cheapest route for them. It's convenient to order whenever they need it. You do have the option to buy your welcome pack, which gets you the products even cheaper than wholesale. And you also get really cool information with it. There's no minimum order. You have the business opportunity with it. So if your people decide to say like, hey, I want to promote this, they're ready to go. They already have a website. They can share as soon as they want. And we've just been talking about this, but I really, really recommend you guys tell all your new people this. Just say like, hey, if I could teach you how to get your products for free, would you be interested? Okay. Get them to silver and get them a paycheck. Duplication is really important, and you're going to go to the top if you know how to duplicate. So Tara Castaneda is one of the people I told you about on YouTube, and she has a great video called Why to Go Silver. And it just really explains to somebody who may not even be interested in the business side why it's important to go silver. And silver is the first rank, and that's where you have 3 people join your team or just come alongside you in this and do it with you, okay? Okay, so let me go to the next one. Okay, so what to do when you get a new customer or ambassador. First and foremost, send them the product instructions. You should all have them. If you don't have them, let me know. Okay, if you don't know how to take some of the products, please let me know. Follow up with them. Okay, even on the first day that they take their products. First, before they even get them, you want to check in like, hey, have you gotten your products yet? That's when you should be sending them the instructions. Then their first day that they start them, just say like, hey, how are you feeling? Are you drinking enough water? Follow up again on day 3, see how things are going. Follow up again on day 7, see how things are going. And then after that, I just recommend following up every week. Some people maybe don't like that. You can push that out to every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But, you just really want to be checking in, okay? And a big thing with customers is always check in right before the next order goes. Because if they're doing good and they're liking it, then this is a great opportunity to bring up the wholesale route, okay, and have them become a member on your team. Someone who loves it, they're naturally going to be sharing about it. So guys, Plexus works, so let's make sure that your customers, your new ambassadors are getting what they need from you, okay? You might need to adjust the products a little bit. You might need to make sure that they're taking the right amount of Probio 5, right amount of BioCleanse. Check, making sure they're getting their water. This is a really hard thing for people to do, is get enough water. And just don't let them quit. Always make sure you're troubleshooting with your people. They ordered Plexus because they want it to work. So let's just make sure that we're doing what we need to do in order to get them the results that they want, okay? When you sign a new ambassador, the first thing you're going to do is welcome them to the team pages and the testimonial pages. If you're not on these pages, let your sponsor know. They're going to be happy to add you to them. Send them a welcome email or video, or get them into one of our new ambassador trainings, which we are actually going to start doing regularly every other Wednesday. I want to do these every 2 weeks. And these are live most of the time. I'm always going to record them. So, you just want to get them on one of these as soon as possible. The very next important thing, and I really think that this is kind of one of the most important, is get them on a 3-way call, okay? It's going to be a call with you, your sponsor, and your new ambassador. And this is so you can go over everything. Your sponsor will go over how to take the products, how they'll get started. They'll help set those realistic expectations like I told you about earlier. They're going to see if they have any questions. They're going to really give them the option and permission to tell you if something is going wrong so that you can adjust everything. You're going to talk about detox symptoms and that it's normal and it's okay and don't quit. You just want them to feel like they can be open with you, and you want them to be set up understanding the stuff in the beginning. So these three-way calls are super important. Schedule those calls like 48 hours after they order, if at all possible, okay? And it doesn't have to be anything scary. You don't even call it a three-way call. Just once your friend orders, tell them like, hey, do you have time tonight or tomorrow night to hop on the phone for a few minutes with my friend, because she's kind of my Plexus guru, and I just want her to help share information about the products. I want to make sure I'm recommending how to take them right. I want her to kind of talk about detox with you, just so you kind of understand what all of this is in the beginning. And they're going to be willing to do it. So don't feel like you're, need to be scared of that. It's not a big deal. And then the next one is help them make their first post the first day, okay? So a little selfie with their pink drink. It's awesome, and help them out with it, okay? And if you see that they get some responses, then make sure that you're reminding them to start that three-way message chat with you, and you need to help them be successful with this, okay? You can tell them to do the three-way message chats, but as people are commenting and liking, they might not remember. So you just keep your eye on that and help them with it. And then the next one's going to be follow-up. Help them set goals for themselves. Really help them get to silver the first week, if at all possible. Okay, we have that silver in 7 days, and it's a whole video series showing how to do that. I know it sounds crazy to go silver in 7 days, which that's 3 people, but guys, it's doable. I went silver in 4 days before I even got my products in the mail. And I've had some people go silver in their first 24 hours. So we all have 3 friends or family members that need Plexus, okay? So let's get them to silver, and that's the first big step, okay? Okay. So this one, so we get paid 11 different ways. So I'm going to go into the compensation plan a little bit, okay? And we are almost done, guys, I promise. I know it's 9 o'clock now. Okay, so we get paid 11 different ways. It's huge, guys. But what kind of makes Plexus different from all these other ones, okay? So first of all, there's unlimited earning potential. There's no parties, no inventory. I've had people, when they're ordering from me, ask me, like, how do I pay you? How are you going to get my products to me? But I tell them, I do not have a closet full of Plexus products at home. I have what my family takes, and that's it. So you don't have to have all the inventory. You don't have to ask your friends to host parties for you, and you don't have to carry bags of Plexus in your trunk. They just go to your website, they order, they pay on your website, and it ships directly to them. So it's really, really cool. Plexus encourages teamwork. Plexus is saying is we are one Plexus. We are one big team. We all help each other out. Your sidelines are going to be super supportive of you. Your downline, your upline, everybody wants you to be successful. And it's really amazing to be just surrounded by all the people who truly want what's best for you. So that's one of my favorite parts of this, just kind of the community that's come from this. So the next thing, and this is really, really big, 50% of commissionable volume is paid to ambassadors. Okay, so this is not the kind of company where like the CEO is up there like making all this money and the rest of us are barely making anything. Plexus takes care of their ambassadors. It's a really, really amazing company to work for. So 50% of their sales volume every month is paid out to ambassadors. I don't think very many companies can say that. We also get paid 7 levels down. And your spouse can earn with you. So my husband is actually under me. He is my level 1 on my team. I am ranked as a senior Ruby ambassador, and he is actually almost a senior gold ambassador. So I get paid my senior Ruby paycheck every month, and then he also gets paid his gold paycheck every month. So we are earning double because Plexus, they're fine with that. Like most companies don't do that because they kind of consider that double dipping. But Plexus is about family, so it's really, really helped. So next is the Plexus pay points. I'm not going to go too much into these because they can be complicated. I'll actually explain them in a little bit. And then it pays 11 different ways. So we'll also go into that in a little bit. Okay. So understanding a little bit about the compensation plan. And like I said, I'm not going to go all the way into it because it's really long because we get paid in so many different ways. But I do want you to understand how you're getting paid. It's really, really important. So first is PV, okay, that stands for personal volume. This is your personal orders and your customers' orders. They both count toward this. So you always want to have at least $100 in PV. So that can be your products because you're taking them. You're going to be ordering at least those every month, or maybe you have a customer that ordered. So for you to actually be qualified to get paid, you do have to have a $100 order in place every month. So you don't have to if you don't want to get paid, but if you do, just make sure you have that order there. Retail commissions for anything $100 to $4.99, you will get 15% commission, and anything 500 or more, that actually switches to 25%, and it's 25% on the whole amount. So once you reach that 500, it's retroactive from that $100 and on. You're at 25% commission. And that's a big jump, guys. So it should always be a goal just for you to hit that 500 PV, okay? Like I said earlier about that preferred customer bonus, this can make up a large part of your paycheck. Your preferred customers, they're going to get their products at a discount, and you're going to get a bonus every time they order. So like I said earlier with the Slim, if they order that, you're going to get $15 every month on top of your commission when they order that. So retail override commissions, this is really cool. For all of your level ones, which is the people you personally sponsor, you get 5% of their sales. So that's just another little perk that we get added onto our paycheck. Okay, and hold on, I'm going to the next one. Okay, business building bonus. This is a really big one too. So for every ambassador that you add under you that gets a welcome pack, you get a business building bonus that following Friday. So we actually get paid 5 times a month, okay? So if your new person orders, say they got a triplex welcome pack, okay? It's the $99 welcome pack. $25 goes to you. Say a level 2, say your person sponsors somebody. If it's a level 2 that gets that one, then you're going to get $12.50 of that. If it's your level 3, you're going to get $7.50 of that. Your level 4, you're going to get $5.50 of that, okay? So we actually get paid these welcome pack bonuses down 4 levels. And say they get the large welcome pack, then all of that's going to double. You're going to get even more. So even if you didn't personally sign an ambassador, but someone on your team did, you get paid. And that's awesome, okay? Half of that welcome pack money goes to the ambassadors, and the other half goes to Plexus, because it's, again, that 50% they want to make sure always goes back to the ambassadors. One-time achievement bonuses. So every time that you rank from silver to senior ruby, you get a one-time bonus, okay? So silver is the first rank. That is $100. Gold is $250. Senior gold is $350. Ruby $500, and senior ruby $750. And this is a bonus on top of your actual paycheck. After senior ruby, you don't get any more bonuses because you actually get a percentage of the pool. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute, but basically it's a percentage of the total amount that the whole company makes that month. So it's a really big deal. There are charts going around, guys, where you can see just the annual ambassador income, and it's just mind-blowing. I mean, what emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds make, which those are the top 3 levels, like, it is life-changing money. It really is. It will change the entire financial future for your family, for your kids' families, your grandkids' families. Like, it is life-changing money. So I don't know. It just blows my mind still, and I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Okay, so another thing is those fast start achievement bonuses. So when you first sign up, you should make it your goal to go gold in your first 30 days. So what that means is that you have to add 20 people on your first 3 levels in the first 30 days. And I'm going to tell you why. On top of ranking to gold in your first 30 days, which is huge, all of your ranking bonuses will be doubled. So on top of your paycheck, which, your paycheck is going to be all those welcome pack bonuses. If you have any customers, those commissions, preferred bonuses, you're also going to get a $700 bonus for going fast track gold. Okay. And that's huge. And I know it may sound intimidating to add all those people, but okay, I have to tell you, I didn't even know that there was a business when I first signed up, and I didn't know about Fast Track Gold. I didn't know about any of this, but I actually just started reaching out to everybody and just saying, hey, this is what I'm trying. If you have health stuff, you should try it with me. And I ended up personally signing 22 level 1s and 16 customers in my first 30 days. So more people than you realize need these products. And I didn't even know what I was doing. I knew nothing about the products. I didn't know what they helped with. I didn't have my own personal testimony yet. I didn't have any of that. And my friends wanted to do this with me because I was vulnerable, and I reached out to them. Some people just need you to reach out to them. So it's definitely doable. And guess what? Even if you go for this goal and you don't reach it, say you only add 15, you are that much closer to being gold. And that all happened in your first 30 days. So that's awesome. Okay. Okay. So we are almost done. We're getting to the very end. I just want to make sure you guys know how we're getting paid. So now the points. Okay. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this. So the points, anybody that is on your first 3 levels. So level 1 is somebody you personally sign. If that person adds somebody that's your 2, you know, and that person that's your 3. So anybody in your first 3 levels is worth 5 pay points to you. A level 4 is worth 4 points, 5 is 3, 6 is 2, and 7 is 1. And all of these pay points add up, and they have a dollar value, okay? So the company takes whatever it made in a month. Let's just say they made like $50 million, and they count up how many pay points that they have to pay out, and they divide that number into 45% of that 50 million, okay? And that determines the value of these pay points. So normally they're around, you know, like $3, but there's an example here, it's $2.75. So say you have 10 people on your first 3 levels and pay points are worth $2.75. Okay, so you now have 50 points because there's 10 people times the 5 points. You have 50 points, and you are getting paid an additional $137.50 on your check every month. Okay, that's in addition to your welcome pack bonuses from adding those people, any, you know, customers you have, preferred bonuses, if you hit a rank, you know, that's in addition to that stuff. So that's big. If you have 100 team members, then that would be an additional $1,375 on your paycheck. Okay, so these pay points are basically profit sharing. There's really good videos that go more into this on YouTube. Sonia Dudley has a good one. Just go search Sonia Dudley compensation plan on YouTube and you'll find it. She'll talk more about it. So next is the Emerald Pool bonus. Emerald gets a cut of 3% of what the company makes. So the reason you don't get rank bonuses anymore when you hit Emerald is because, you know, again, let's say the company made $50 million, 3% of that month is going to the Emeralds, okay? Whenever you get to Sapphire, an additional 1% is added onto that, and you get to keep your cut of the Emerald Pool. And then Diamonds get another 1% and another cut. Or they still keep their cut of the Sapphire and Emerald Pool. So Diamonds are getting a cut of 5% of what the company made that month. And Plexus makes a lot every month, so it's a really big deal. And then the 11th way to get paid with Plexus is once you hit Diamond, which is the very top of the company, you can re-enter under yourself. Okay, so right now we have one woman who is a double diamond. Her name is Celeste Quinn, and she went diamond twice by herself. So that is crazy. Jen Hawkins, who's doing our call this Sunday, she is diamond sapphire, so she's getting very close to double diamond. But guys, if they can do it, we can do it. Like, there's nothing different about them. They're moms, they're wives. They've both been stay-at-home moms. Like, I mean, there's nothing different about them. They don't have crazy sales experience. They just decided that they wanted to do this, and they went after it with everything in them. So it's doable. Do not tell yourself it's not, okay? So just think about that. Diamond money times 2. It's insane, okay? So I think this might be, I think I have 2 slides left, and then we're done. Okay. So when do we get paid and how? So welcome pack bonuses, those come weekly on Fridays, and all other bonuses are paid out on the 15th of the month. You get paid 2 different ways. You can do direct deposit to your bank account, or you can request the Plexus Pro Pay card from Plexus, and they'll just send you a little Visa card. It's kind of like a debit card, and that's totally up to you which one you pick. And then let me think. I think this next one is where I'm going to stop. I've already told you guys a little bit about this, but this just shows you a little bit about the points by level, you know, but we already went over that. And just remember, we get paid down 7 levels, okay? And all that being said, this is a lot I know that we covered. You know, I hope you were able to take notes. If you weren't, it's not a big deal. Well, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can actually see you guys for a second. You know, if you weren't able to, I am going to be posting the recording. If you have newbies who weren't able to make tonight, then please share this with them, or we're going to be doing another one in 2 weeks. But I'm really glad that you guys got on here. Okay, sorry, I just now see all the messages because I had my notes pulled up. But Stephanie, I'm very glad that your OB approved you taking the accelerator. Okay, because I said earlier that accelerator and anxiety medication does not mix, but she got the approval from her doctor. So, okay, but guys, I'm glad you guys got on here. I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you guys have questions, or if there's something I referenced that you want to make sure that I send to you, like a book list or YouTube videos, just let me know. But I'm going to stop the